guys, for today's video I'm going to be sharing all the makeup I used up in 2021. I did finish exactly 100 makeup products, and really that last month I put my all into it to really hit that 100 mark. It was just something that was so close and I've always been able to hit, so I really wanted to make sure that I was able to do it this year as well, and I was able to. And the products totaled $1,217, so I was happy to hit that $1,000 mark, although I know in 2019 I hit $2,000. But again, we've had 2 years of living in a pandemic where I'm only putting makeup on to film videos, and very infrequently when I've been going into the office or doing other things, but mostly just for videos. So I'm very happy with all that I've been able to work through. And of course, the product amount, the dollar amount, totally depends on if you're using full-size products or minis. I used up mostly minis. There's no way I could have used up 100 full-size products. And I had a decent amount of high-end things I used up, which is why the value was higher. If I had only used up drugstore products, it would not have been $1,000 worth. So take all that with a grain of salt, but really I just wanted to use up 100 products, and I was able to do so, thank goodness. And I know last year's intro was really long, so I'm going to try not to make this one be, and that's because last year was the first time I actually did the calculations on every single product instead of just giving like a standard $10 for a mini mascara and a standard $5 for a mini primer, foundation, and loose powder. Since I've done the math, the value for those products has gone down for the most part. So that is also contributing to the amount, but I'm okay with it. Now, if you are wanting to know how to calculate the value of a mini product, it was explained to me several ways, but Emily and Max is the person that explained it the way that clicked for me. So basically you take the price of the full-size product, divide it by the mils or ounces of the full-size product, then multiply that by the mils or ounces of the sample size product, and that will give you the value of the sample size. So hopefully that made sense to you guys. And I have been trying to keep up with this spreadsheet throughout the year. That way this wasn't such a big task at the end of the year, and I did do a good job of keeping up with it. Basically, whenever I filmed like a makeup use up update every 2 months, I would just go put it in my spreadsheet, so that helped me a lot with preparation for this video. I do keep a like standard spreadsheet template from Meg's Makeup 8. I've used that for so many things, like my inventories, my purchases, and I have one for this as well. Sarah Rose recently did a video going over her empties in each category for like the past 5 years, and I thought that was an awesome idea. I have my inventory set up that way, but not this. So I thought it'd be fun for me to go back and do so. I haven't done it yet. I think I'm just going to post it on Instagram for you guys. I don't necessarily think it needs to be a whole video in case you're interested in that, but I will have Sarah's video linked. I have also done these yearly makeup empties on my channel since 2015. I will have all of the other ones linked down below just in case you're wanting to see them. I actually like going back to watch them because it is just like all of the little makeup use up goals throughout the year in one video, which is awesome. So anyway, very happy with everything that I was able to get through in a pandemic. I feel like I did a good job of using things but not overusing them or wasting them just for the sake of finishing them was something that's really important to me. Without further ado, let's get into it. Starting with face primer, I used up 11 primers totaling $88. I finished 1 full size, 1 travel size, and 9 deluxe size samples. We have the Touch in Sol No Problem, the Becca First Light Priming Filter, the First Aid Beauty Pores Be Gone Matte Primer, Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas, Murad Oil and Pore Control, Murad Pore and Oil Control Mattifier, Touch in Sol Pretty Filter Glassy Skin Balm, Hourglass Veil Mineral, the Beauty Blender Opalescence Primer, Dermablend Pore Saver Matte Makeup Primer, Tarte Quench Hydrating, and the Tatcha Silk Canvas Original. Out of all of these primers, The only one that I would repurchase is the Murad Oil and Pore Control, but I actually already have a mini of that because the full size is gigantic. So I already have a mini of that, so I don't need to purchase them. For foundation, I only used up one this year, totaling $11. I finished the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation, and this was a very good product, one of the best drugstore foundations that I've tried. And it's something I would consider purchasing in the future. It's a shame Catrice is not at Ulta any longer, and this shade is too dark for me, so nothing I'll buy right away, but it's a great product. For concealers, I used up 5 at a value of $101, and the Becca is a travel size. You get exactly half the product you would get in a full size, so that itself values at $16, and then all the rest of them are full size. ColourPop's drugstore, the other 3 are high end. And the reason I went through all of these concealers and only one foundation is because I used up the Benefit Boing Cakeless Creaseless Concealer and the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I used both of those up as foundation because I just wasn't loving them as concealer. And the Benefit Boing, I went through it really quickly. Of course, I don't like that product at all. The Too Faced, I actually really liked it as a foundation. I don't think I would repurchase it to use it in that way, but I really liked it like that. And then the other things I used up would be the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue, the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the white shade, and like I said, that Becca Under Eye Corrector in the light shade. As far as what I would repurchase, right now I'm going to say none of them, because I love my Tarte Shape Tape so much. I can get it on sale quite often, but I didn't use Shape Tape basically all of 2021, and I'm going to be panning it in 2022, so we'll see if my opinion changes. But for now, I wouldn't repurchase any of those because I love Shape Tape so much. But honestly, the Dose of Colors is a great alternative, and I really like the Too Faced, but as foundation, not concealer. So for face powder, I used up 10, valuing at $128.31. I do not normally count foil samples or like little freebie samples like this. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder, the original and the glow version. And the only reason I'm including it is because it took me ages to use up the glow powder. Like it took me like a month for a sample that small. So that's the only reason that I'm including it. And I did the math on the two put together was only $1.34, but I just wanted to count it as a product used up because it took so long. It was awful. It is way too glittery to be used as any sort of setting powder, no matter what type of skin you have. So I did want to show that. Then for the rest of my powders, I used up 9. So we have 1 press powder, 8 loose powders. 3 of them are full size, 2 are travel size, and then 3 are little deluxe size samples. So I have 2 full sizes and 2 deluxe sample sizes of the Dermablend Translucent Loose Powder. You guys know that it's my favorite for under the eyes. I also like it for setting the face. Then we have the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in 5 Fair. Great for under eyes face. That's a good mixing powder for me. The One Size Beauty Loose Powder in the Translucent Light shade. Fenty Loose Powder in Butter. The Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Powder in the regular translucent shade, and then the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Powder in 10 Porcelain. Out of these, I will repurchase the Dermablend and the Maybelline Fit Me. I really love the Laura Mercier powder, but I really can't get it on a good sale, and it's very expensive, and I have other things I like, but because some of my favorite Too Faced powders have been discontinued, I might eventually get around to repurchasing Laura Mercier. Fenty was really good too. I didn't love this scent. One Size was not impressive to me. The Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin is a great powder with coverage. They don't make it anymore. And in general, I'm a loose powder person. So I liked everything here except the One Size powder, but the ones I will repurchase would be the Dermablend and the Maybelline Fit Me Loose. Next, we have my cheek product Empties. I finished 5 things totaling $64.23. The value does not matter to me. I am so impressed by this category. Those 3 powder bronzers I had already hit pan on before 2020, and I wanted to finish them that year. Pandemic came, didn't happen, but I made sure to knock them hoes out this year, and I did. So we have the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the regular bronzer shade, Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer, which is a mini, and then I also have a full-size Benefit Hoola Bronzer in the original shade. And then I did use up 2 cream and liquid products. They're both discontinued from Benefit. We have the Hoola Quickie Contour Stick and the Do the Hoola Liquid Bronzer. The color of those are way too orange, but the formula on both of them was really incredible. I would love for them to bring those products back and just tweak the shades a bit, and of course increase the amount of shades. There's only 1 of each, which is so stupid. But that has encouraged me to try to pan a liquid and cream bronzer in 2022. So we'll see how that goes. I'm so burnt out on panning powder bronzers though. None of that's going to be happening in 2022, but this feels incredible. I have backups of all of the powder ones, but I'm gonna give them a rest this year, and I'm going to try and, you know, rediscover my bronzer collection. But I am so proud of this category, especially as a fair skinned person who cannot apply too much bronzer or I will look insane. For setting sprays, I used up 12, valuing at $136.83. The Urban Decays are deluxe size samples. NYX, Milani, MAC, and Too Faced are travel sizes, and then the big MAC one is a full size. So I used up the original, the Rose, Coconut, and Lavender MAC Fix Plus, the Too Faced Hangover RX 3-in-1, Milani Make It Last Matte, NYX Matte Finish, 4 mini Urban Decay All-Nighters, and the full-size MAC Fix Plus Matte. I used up the mini original and scented Fix Pluses as primer sprays, and then everything else was used up as a setting spray. Out of this bunch, the only thing that I would repurchase would be Urban Decay All-Nighter and the original MAC Fix Plus. Feels great to have these knocked out. I hope to finish up a lot more setting sprays this year, but I have a lot of full sizes to work out of my collection, so we'll see what we can do. Next, for brow products, I used up 8, valuing at $172.16. Everything is a full size except that little mini Anastasia Dip Brow Gel. So I finished up a brow powder, 4 pencils. The Urban Decay is a dual-ended pencil and brow pen, and then 3 brow gels. I feel really good about this. So the first product is the Lorac Take a Brow Kit in the shade Blonde, and I use this up as a hairline powder, and as you can see, I just used up the lightest shade. Then for brow pencils, I used up Benefit Precisely My Brow in the shade number 2, Anastasia Brow Wiz in Taupe, the Hourglass Precision Arch Brow Pencil in Warm Blonde, and the Urban Decay Brow Blade in Taupe Trap. Then the brow gels I finished would be an Anastasia Dip Brow Gel Mini in Taupe, the Milk Kush Fiber Brow Gel in Haze, and the Benefit 3D Brow Tones in 2. So I think the Lorac is an incredible product. I don't use brow powder anymore, and it's been discontinued. So out of these products, the things that I would repurchase would be the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. That is my favorite. I know it's expensive, but I can get it half off. Usually, you know, like once a year at Ulta. I have some backups I want to work through this year. And then I really like the Benefit 3D Brow Tones. It actually has like a metallic look to it, but not on your brows. It just accentuates brow hairs nicely. But the rest of the things here I would not repurchase. I love the Lorac actually, but I just don't use brow powder anymore, and I have some backups of it that I'm most likely just going to use up as a hairline powder. For eye primer, I just used up 2, valuing at $27.25. I finished a full-size Urban Decay Anti-Aging Eyeshadow Primer Potion and a deluxe sample of the Anastasia eye primer. And out of these, I would just repurchase the Anastasia. I love that that has a tint to it. And I love the original Urban Decay Primer Potion, but for some reason, I really didn't like the anti-aging. I felt like it was like a little greasier. So would just repurchase the Anastasia, but it feels amazing to have those used up because it takes a really long time to use up eye primer. Next is another category I'm super proud of. That would be cream shadows. I finished up 3 minis this year, valuing at $47. The Bobbi Brown cream shadow stick in golden pink values at $18, and then the Laura Mercier caviar sticks are $14.50 each. I used up Intense Rose Gold and Intense Moonlight. Super happy to have finished these. I really do not like the intense versions because they have a little bit more glitter in them and that changes the shade. I prefer the original formula better. I have a backup mini of the Bobbi Brown. It's a really pretty color. Bobbi Brown is a great formula as well, but I would just repurchase the ones from Laura Mercier. I just like their color range better, but these are phenomenal products. So happy I was able to get these knocked out. I did scoop out all of the product from the base, so these are 100% used up. For powder shadow, I used up 2 this year, value at $16.47, and the round empty pan is Anastasia Birkin, which is my favorite transition color ever. It retails for $12. And then I finished up the Balm Matte Lin from one of their palettes, the Meat Matte palettes, and it was just a matte cream. And since then I have repressed another product in there. The Balm pans are so deep. I repressed and repressed and repressed those products and they just last forever. So that's why I didn't use up more primer setting shades this year. And I did the math on that, you know, just dividing it by all the shades in the palette, and that came out to be $4.67. An amazing, amazing formula. I love them so much, and they also have the best matte white. And I would repurchase the both of them. I mean, I'm not gonna buy another palette from the Balm just to have those shades, but I really recommend them a lot. They're so good, and I already have a backup of the Anastasia eyeshadow. For liners, I used up 6, valuing at $65. I finished 5 liquid and 1 pencil. 2 of the liquids are browns, 3 are black, 1 is full size, and the other 4 are travel size. So I used up the Milani Stay Put Matte Liquid Liner in Coffee Matte, the Benefit Roller Liner in brown and black, Too Faced Better Than Sex, and the Tarte Man Eater Liquid Liners. And then my little mini pencil is my Maybelline Lasting Drama Liner in Striking Copper, which you guys know I love. I tried to finish last year, was not successful, but I finished it in 2021, which makes me feel so good, just like those bronzers. It just feels incredible to finally have something done I've been working on for so long. And out of these, the only thing I would repurchase is the Maybelline. The rest of these bled on me. They transferred up into my crease. The wings came off. I have very watery eyes, very runny eyes, very like oily eye area, and none of these worked on me, even though they say they were supposed to be long wearing and waterproof. None of them worked. The only thing that has worked for me so far, Physicians Formula Eye Booster and the KVD Tattoo Liner. So these were a little bit insufferable to use up. I don't recommend any of them. In case you are curious, the Milani and the Benefit are felt tip liners. The Milani doesn't really matter because it's going in that inkwell, but the Too Faced and the Tarte are brush tip liquid liners. For mascara, I used up 10, valuing at $148.68. 8 are minis, 2 are full size. I had been keeping a mini open for 2 months at a time, and I always use 2 mascaras at a time. But as the year started to go on, I did use them for 3 months, considering that I was not wearing makeup every single day. So that's why there's fewer this year than in previous years. I used up minis of the Maybelline Falsies, Maybelline Colossal, Tarte Surfer Curl, Too Faced Better Than Sex, Ilia Limitless Lash, and 3 of the Lancome Hypnose Drama mascaras, then a full size of the IT Cosmetics Superhero and the Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions. Out of these, the only one that I would repurchase is the Lancome Hypnose Drama and the Maybelline Falsies. I do really like that for a drugstore mascara. The Lancomes are so expensive. Those little minis actually value at $18.67 each, which is very expensive for a mini. And the other ones I really didn't care for. Ilia was okay. The Thrive Cosmetics was okay, but the other ones I just didn't like. Next we have lip care products, which includes balms and scrubs. I finished up 18, valuing at $133.42. Obviously during a pandemic and working from home, lip balm was the easiest lip product to work on, and I did naturally use all of these. I was not overusing them. That's something I really tried not to do with lip products because I can't feel good about actually using them up if I'm reapplying unnecessarily. So what I have here for lip scrubs: lemongrass spa, peppermint stick lip polish, and the Tree Hut sugar lip scrub. I like the lemongrass spa one a little bit more. Then I used up 1 of the spheres and 3 of the sticks of my EOS Smooth Mint and Sweet Mint. I will not repurchase the spheres anymore. I feel like the texture of those gets kind of funny and the sticks just never steer me wrong. I used up the Bite Agave lip mask, the By Terry liquid balm de rose. Then I had 2 tinted lip balms, the Wander Beauty Lip Retreat oil and skinny dip, and the NARS balm in Laguna. Then I finished the mini of the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask in Berry, 3 minis of the Jack Black Intense Therapy Lip Balm in Natural Mint, 2 mini Fresh Sugar lip balms in the Mint Rush scent, and then 2 Fresh Sugar Advanced Therapies. Out of these, what I would repurchase would be the EOS sticks, the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask, and the Jack Black. Those I think are all incredible formulas. The Laneige products will last you forever. Jack Black and EOS are very inexpensive, and I just love the formula of those so much. I'm very, very picky about lip balms, and those I think are fantastic. Then for my colored lip products, I used up 8, valuing at a total of $77.64, 2 full sizes, and the rest are minis. So I have all those mini glosses in the center. The Tower 28 Lip Jelly and Chill is a clear lip product, but I put it in my gloss category, not as a balm. I finished the Rare Beauty Glossy Lip Balm in Nearly Neutral, which actually took a long time considering how small it is, and I did take out the stopper. I took out the stopper of everything here. Then I used up 2 little mini Ilia Balm Gloss Tinted Lip Oils. The lighter shade is Only You. The darker shade is Linger. I finished 2 mini Buxom Oil Lip Creams in Dolly and Hot Toddy. Those have half the amount of products you get in full size, so they value at $10.50 each. And then my 2 full-size products on the top is the Milani Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumper in Natural Luster. And then on the bottom we have the Sephora Melting Lip Click in Caramel. And out of these, I would definitely repurchase the Buxom. I actually love both of those shades. I would repurchase the Tower 28, the Milani in a different shade, and I really like the feeling and the color of the Ilia, but they disappear very quickly, so I would buy those if I could get them like 40 or 50% off. Otherwise, no. But I really actually did not like the Sephora product. It disappeared very quickly, was a little drying, and then that Rare Beauty, it just felt kind of waxy. I couldn't get past the feeling on my lips, so I definitely would not purchase that either. And lastly, we have the fragrances I used up. There were 9 products here valuing at $81. And I did include the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Boom Boom creams because the scent of those is so strong that I don't feel comfortable pairing that with another perfume, so I use that instead of perfume. In the summer, I was able to get through 3 of those little mini jars, which was a huge accomplishment because they've been hanging around for a long time. And then I finished a little like freebie foil sample from Sephora of the original and the Balm Dia Bright cream. And then I used up some baby perfume bottles, and it feels great to have those used up. So we have a 0.25 ounce of YSL Black Opium, which values at $19, a little mini Clean Reserve Aqua Neroli at 0.10 ounces. It valued at $8.40. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue is 0.15 ounces, valued at $7.69. And then we have the Dolce & Gabbana The Only One perfume, which was a 0.25 ounce size, and it valued at $19. in case you're curious, for the Sol de Janeiro, the little tubs had 0.25 mils in them and valued at $4.70 each, and then the little foil samples valued at $1.41 each. So out of these products, I would repurchase the Dolce & Gabbana light blue and Dolce & Gabbana the only one. I really was interested in the Clean Reserve, so I might buy that one in like a little purse spray size. I really like the scent of the Sol de Janeiro products, but I'm not in love with the lotion, and I don't also love the scent enough to buy it as a body spray. It's like very summer to me. I'd use up some more of them, but like I don't quite get the hype. I know I told you at the beginning, but I'm gonna tell you again now. So just for makeup products, I used up 100 products exactly. I really booked it at the end of the year to hit that number, and they valued at $1,217, which is awesome. Super happy to have hit that $1,000 mark. And then if you include that $81 of perfume, I would have then used up $1,298. So guys, those are the 100 makeup products and the little perfume lotion things that I used up in 2021. I'm hoping to finish more things in 2022, but I would be happy with just finishing 100 products. But anyway, I would love to hear what things you used up this year, and I would love to know your biggest use up accomplishment. For me, it would definitely be all those bronzer products. Like, finally, those are out of my collection. I feel so good about that. But let me know your greatest use up accomplishment of the year. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.